Maintaining the perfect brand is like keeping up with emerging technology.
That's that little mark with the A and then the ring around it.
At?
See, that's what I said. Katie said she thought it was about.
Yeah.
But I'd never heard it. I'd never heard it said. I'd always seen the mark. There it is. At amfeedback.com. I mean, what is internet anyway? What do you write to it like mail?
There's Allison. Can you explain what internet is?
The perfect brand is like an amazing girlfriend. And like an amazing girlfriend, she has a lot of people around her to set high expectations. First is her dad, Microsoft, consistent, authentic. Okay, sure, the boring company, but let's look at that boring company. They own GitHub, Slack, MSN, LinkedIn. Sure, Microsoft is that boring company, like that one folder on your little brother or your son's computer that's labeled AP Bio, but has a password to open up the folder. Yeah, that's not AP Bio. And of those companies Microsoft owns, LinkedIn is a rocket ship. Not only have they gobbled up sites like SlideShare and lynda.com, they are a powerful resource for a target market that's very important for advertisers. Those with high salaries and expendable income. And unlike your Facebook and Twitter feeds, which are divisive political war zones, LinkedIn seems at this point to be pretty upscale.
A lot of people just getting onto the internet because they feel that they have to get onto the playing field, so to speak. But it's very hip to be on the internet right now.
So if you think Microsoft as the Danny Tanner of brands,
DJ, you and I, we go back a long time. 10 years. The 10 happiest years of my life.
well, you may have the wrong Danny Tanner.
I mean, what if I kill somebody late at night? And I call you up and I go, hey, 24/7, I just killed a guy at some crack den in the hood. Would you come down there in your silver 750 and pick me up and help me chop up the body and dispose of it? And then take me home and bathe me and then tuck me in? Would you do all that for me, Scotty? Because I would do that for me.
So your brand, be consistent, be authentic. And if Microsoft is her dad, her mother is Disney, the best storytelling brand in the business. And just like Thanos' glove, Disney's Mickey has been collecting a lot of businesses over the last few years. Marvel, Fox, Star Wars, just to name a few. And they're not just buying up these franchises to be the best storytellers in the universe for no reason. How many of 2019 best box office hits were owned by Disney?
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
No LeBron, in Miami you had 2 championships. Still love you. But Disney in 2019 had the top 8 profit-generating movies of the entire year. So you may be saying, well, Disney is a monopoly of entertainment. Disney is a monopoly of storytelling. This should be broken up. Well, no one really cares. It's kind of like getting a degree from University of Phoenix. No one cares. Give me my baby Yoda. Your brand, capture eyeballs and tell stories. Now your girlfriend's brother, Google. Google masters the idea of logic and using data specifically behind their brand. Google knows what you want for dinner quicker than I can figure out if this is Amy Adams or Isla Fisher. And Google is the future of advertising. It's not linear advertising like TV. Just like Microsoft and LinkedIn are tailoring to affluent individuals who have expendable income to buy more Mercedes and more things in their life, Google is doing the same thing. People with affluent incomes aren't watching television and watching those commercials. Those are a complete waste of money. They're either skipping those commercials or paying for subscriptions to services that don't have commercials. It's kind of like the movie The Big Short, where everyone in the real estate industry knew what was going on was completely screwed up, but they were doing it anyway to get paid. That's where advertisers are right now with linear advertising. Data-driven micro advertising, that's where the money's at. It's basically like Moneyball for marketing. And that's where Google is. They are the Moneyball of marketing and advertising right now. They are on the cutting edge of innovation. Well, at least most things have hit well.
There's no glass in Google Glass except for this prism here.
So for your brand, use the power of data. Now is your girlfriend's woke sister, Nike. Nike knows how to use empathy to tell their brand story. Nike does a great job at communicating their brand's values. No longer is Michael Jordan, when asked to back a Democratic candidate, quoted to say, well, Republicans buy sneakers too. That's no longer the case. Nike is leaning into what are the vision of the company and communicating those messages very, very clearly.
So don't ask if your dreams are crazy. Ask
crazy enough.
In a world of private label products and Amazon Basic everything, how is your company going to differentiate itself from basic $1 cheaper Amazon Basic batteries? Well, you need to lean into values. If my values connect with your brand values, sure, I'm willing to spend $1 more than the basic Amazon version of your same product. Because at the end of the day, I'm woke too. I mean, I do really like Chick-fil-A, and that number 2 is amazing. Your brand? Lean into your values. Now is your girlfriend's first love. If sex appeal was a brand, it would obviously be Apple. No other brand creates lines outside of stores like Harry Potter books in the 2000s. Even after fails like forcing U2 on everyone's phone and charging $300 for an Alexa, no, seriously, it's a real thing. Apple continues to pump out phones, tablets, computers that are just the right mix of innovation, Andy Warhol art, and the sweet, sweet voice of Marvin Gaye. And people just want to be seen with an Apple product. You are either attracting a mate or you're using an Android. And yes, Google Glass was a complete failure, but when Apple Glass comes out in about a year or two, it's going to sell out faster than Kevin Durant. Your brand? Build your sexy. Now there's one relationship in your girlfriend's life that you have to overcome. It's her ex. Her ex is definitely Facebook. Facebook used to be a site for horny college students. Now it has the power to sway entire elections. Again, just like Google, Facebook is also the future of advertising. As far as advertising, if you can dominate Google and Facebook, you're pretty set. People are spending more time on purchasing decisions on Facebook than your boyfriend is playing Warzone on Call of Duty. And just like Google, Facebook is gobbling up data like hungry hippos. Back in the day, the craziest thing when it came to privacy was ASL ? Now, Facebook knows what you like to eat, they know what time you like to eat, and they know where the closest Chick-fil-A is.
Well, if so, how do you sustain a business model in which users don't pay for your service?
Senator, we run ads.
I see.
At the end of the day, Facebook is a social ad platform. It is not a platform for you to creepily stalk your ex. It is literally a place for advertisers to use micro-targeted ads. Your brand? Dump the commercials, get with social. Now is the person your girlfriend tells you not to worry about. Amazon. Originally named Relentless.com, no, literally, even if you type in Relentless.com now, it redirects to Amazon. They are still relentless to get as much money out of your pocket as possible. I used to take money out of my pocket and exchange it for goods, like a peasant. Now, I can get something within 2 days, or with Amazon Now, I can get it within 2 hours. Convenience for millennials is like crack, and Amazon is that dealer. Need batteries? Sure, Amazon. Need to buy a house? Go to Amazon. Are you an evil villain from a James Bond movie and need pure uranium ore? Seriously, Amazon. And of that convenience factor of Amazon Prime and obviously the emergence of Amazon Now, you're telling me that I'm 2 episodes in to Tiger King and I can go on Amazon and get a tiger within 2 hours into my bathtub? Fantastic, sounds like a Friday night. Your brand, make customers' lives easier.
It doesn't matter to me whether we're a pure internet play. What matters to me is do we provide the best customer service? Internet, schminternet.
So who are you? Who is your brand? Don't worry, it's not too late to turn your brand from Steve to Stefan. We'll see you next week.
Wow. I mean, what is
Micro-targeting.
anyway?
Allison, can you explain what
Micro-targeting.
3 is?